Now, let us welcome the third speaker. He is Mr. Yuichi Kurosaki from the University of Tokyo. He will deliver the speech under the title of Being Normal. Being Normal. Then Mr. Kurosaki, please come up to the center of the stage.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, distinguished judges, timekeepers, and questioner. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Are you normal? 8 years ago, my brother decided to run away from home. Full of tears, he said to our mother, "If you don't understand me, I will get out of this house. I don't want you to keep being stressed out because I am different." And our mother replied, "Kenichi, listen to me. I'm not expecting too much of you. We just want you to be more normal." And Kenichi shouted, "So you want me to throw away what I love, pretending to be the same as others, huh? That's the last thing I'll do." After this, Kenichi ran out of the house. Ladies and gentlemen, what is normal and what is not? Today, being different from the majority is often thought to be bad, leading to criticism and neglect in schools, families, and offices. And they can hurt us badly, sometimes causing mental disorder or, in the worst case, suicide. And this is what we, future parents, future workers, should think about now. So today, I'm here to talk about how we should regard being different. And I hope that everybody here will be willing to accept who you really are from today. So to begin with, why do we care about being different so much? Let me share my experience. When I was a kid, my teacher once asked me in class, "Yuichi, tell us an interesting opinion of yours." After a few minutes of silence, I just said, "I have nothing special. I'm just a normal boy." At that time, I felt that being different was something scary, and it is scary for many people. We hope to look normal, making sure that we are a part of the group. Why? That is because if we are different, there will always be people who will ridicule and criticize us. A person's behavior in class, way of thinking, sense of values. Due to this fear, we sometimes miss the opportunities to be outstanding. And in the worst case, we start criticizing people who we see as different and not normal. My brother Kenichi was a computer geek. But many people, even his family members, couldn't understand him and criticized him for loving something weird, for not being normal. It stems from our inability or unwillingness to accept and appreciate the differences that he had. These kinds of neglects are actually common in our daily lives. Then how can we change our attitudes towards being different? The question is, can we realize that being different is actually a good thing? And in order to realize it, we need to bear in mind that what is normal for you is not normal for us. So ladies and gentlemen, let me share my experience, how I came to embrace this idea. When I was 15, I went to the UK for a month in a summer school program. And in one class on environmental issues, we had a discussion. And that back and forth discussion was very new to me at that time. So I just kept quiet. About half an hour passed, and our teacher noticed that I kept quiet, and he paused the discussion and gently asked me, "Yuichi, what do you think?" Everyone was watching at me, and I just said, "Well, I have nothing special to say. I'm kind of normal." The teacher looked a bit surprised, but soon, with a big smile, he said to me, "You're not normal. You're unique. You're different from me. You're different from him. What's normal for you is not normal for us. We want to know each other better because we're all different. You see that? There's nothing to be afraid of." That was when I realized that it was natural to be different from others. That was when I realized that there is no such thing as normal. We all come from different countries, different families, different places. We are all shaped by events in our lives, good and bad. Our personalities are as different as our fingerprints. Sure, it's scary to be different, but it's that difference, that unique combination of talents, interests, and experiences that is the source of everything great you will ever accomplish in your life. Is it normal for one small woman to have the courage, the arrogance to stand up for people in desperate poverty without expecting any return at all? Well, that's what was special about a woman named Mother Teresa. Is it normal for a geeky university student to take a leave from the university to establish his own IT company while raising as much as $4 million of funds from the investors? Well, that's what was special about my unique brother, Kenichi. I hope I can inspire you to love your unique combination of talent and interests, personality, and style that makes you different from us, because that's the best part of you. That's why you have to give to the world. If we can think like this, no one needs to blame different people. No one needs to suffer like my brother, and no one needs to hesitate to stand out and express themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a step back before criticizing people. Let's try and accept and appreciate the differences in others. And most importantly, let's be proud of our differences no matter what, because we're all different. The world doesn't need another Bill Gates because we've already got one. You cannot be Edison, but Edison cannot be you because that's how we are. We are unique. We are special. There's no one else in the world like you or me, and that's why we are valuable. Thank you for listening.
Then we will have question and answer session for 4 minutes. Mr. Tamura, please.
All right, Yuichi-san, how are you?
I'm very almost perfect.
Almost perfect.
Yeah.
All right, your speech is almost perfect.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right. The first question, is there anything that you did, maybe today or in the past 3 months or so, that demonstrates that you are different from others?
Well, I think there is, actually. Well, it is very personal story, but actually I decided to study abroad from next year, from the next April in Hong Kong, which is very different. Maybe many people will choose to study in Japan, and many people who goes to abroad will choose the United States or something, but I chose Hong Kong to study different things. So I think that is very different and unique about me.
What about today? Did you try to do something that is different from other speakers?
Well, I thought of like wearing a pink jacket or something that you asked before, but my answer is the same. Well, I wanted everybody to focus on my words, so I didn't choose to be something weird. But I think my speech, my words are quite unique. No one else is speaking the same thing and same, yeah, so yeah, I think.
All right, thank you. The next question. In the future, you get married and imagine you have a son. And the son comes over to you and said, hey, Dad, today is my 13th birthday, okay? And I'm thinking about coloring my hair to red. What would you say?
Well, I think actually I had an experience of dyeing my hair when I was at the age of 15 or something. I mean, my junior high school and high school was very unique. And, well, I think that is, that is what children can choose. So, like, if they don't care about what others may think about him, if he doesn't care about his appearance, I think it's okay because it doesn't make any damage to others. So, yeah, that's my answer.
So you let him do
Yes.
it. Okay, all right, great. All right, which one is more difficult? Okay, A, being different from other people, and B, being different from yourself.
Being different from yourself.
Meaning changing yourself.
Well, being different from yourself and being different from others. Well, the difficult one. Well, difficult one would be, well, I think it depends on people, person to person. But as for me, it is much difficult. Well, I think both of the two are, well, difficult things. But for me, it is difficult to change myself into something new because I need to take a first step forward to change myself. So.
Okay, all right. Okay, here is last question. You have 1 minute, okay? Being homogeneous should be more appreciated in the Japanese culture because that's the Japanese value, and that's why Japan has been growing here. What do you think about this opinion?
Well, I would argue that it is not the reason why Japan has grown as it is today. I would say that it is the result of the way Japan has grown like this today. I mean, like Japan is an island, you know, so it has a history of homogeneity, but since it is the society is becoming more and more interconnected, and in today's global society, well, now is the time to change our minds, and it is, I think that it is nonsense to stick to some kind of the history or the typical image of Japanese people. So I would say that it is not necessarily true.
All right, that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, but the time is over. Thank you, Mr. Tamura and Mr. Kurosaki.